Hey Leo, welcome to my channel, Leo Gang. To my fellow Leos, should I say. I'm always curious and really excited about Leo's readings, but let's see what type of messages come out. Now this particular reading, Leo, is going to be in regards to those of you who are creatives. You're artists in your own way, right? In your own existence, right? There are those of you that are creative on a day-to-day basis, right? You go to work every single day, Monday through Friday, or every single 7 days out of the week. I don't know. Some of you guys have your own business. Some of you guys work for another business and you're creative that way. Some of you guys are directors, producers, art teachers, right? But there are others of you who may just work at an art store. You know, you may be creative in how you put on your makeup, how you wear your hair, what you wear in your hair, your jewelry, the clothes that you wear, how you decorate your house, things of that nature. But for those of you who just appreciate art, right? And it's also for those of you who you're aspiring to be an artist. You could be in school right now, or you're training yourself on your own. Okay? And for those of you who have struggles as well, and we want to see what your future holds. Okay? So, let's just jump right into it, Leo. I'm going to pull a psychic card to see what my spirit tells me from this card about what you're going through, as well as your future, okay, and who you are as an artist. And then we're going to pull another oracle card just for advice, and then we're going to get into the tarot. All right, so Leo, all signs of Leo, universe source, for their artistic endeavors, for my artistic Leos, for my creative Leos, and their financial lives connected to these artistic and creative endeavors. Sorry guys, my phone is going off right now. Sorry guys. All right. For my Leos, for all signs of Leo, for their creative endeavors and their creative journeys. The sign of Leo. Let's see. Oop. Okay, that wanted to flip out. Everybody's getting that one. For Leo, for their artistic endeavors. All right, so that's interesting. So not everyone. I'm going to just say I started with Gemini, went to Cancer, now I'm with you. Gemini and Cancer got this too. So I feel like so I'm going to say this, Leo. The planet placements this for the next couple of years, which I think is Saturn in Capricorn or something like that. Something like that. But the way the planets are aligned right now for the next few years, the way I'm seeing this square is security, okay? And how determined are you to create this financial security or create security, especially now that we're talking about artistic endeavors? Leo, everybody's getting this square card. So I feel like I'm picking up on universal energies right now that are affecting the entire world when it comes to money and when it comes to what we're willing to do to create security. Okay, now with the square card here, Leo, you guys are secure. For those of you who are not, you're allowing people to put you in a box. Okay, or you're holding yourself back for some reason. Now we also have the circle. To me, that's all about, for some of you guys, when it comes to money, and especially when it comes to your artistic process, or for those of you who have a degree where you're trying to find a job in the art world, okay, or in a certain industry in the art world, for some of you guys, there is some type of situation that just keeps happening over and over and over again. It just keeps circling or coming full circle for you, or it just keeps circling around, and it's like you feel like you're not getting anywhere artistically for some reason. Or maybe there's some artist block, or maybe you just feel like there's just something that keeps happening for you. And you feel like it's just redundant. I feel like for some of you, this is your past, okay? Where you've struggled with creating security as an artist for some reason. But for others of you, this is about family, this is about friends, this is about teamwork, okay? And you are very particular with the people that you surround yourself with, because if they don't create a sense of security for you as much as you're willing for them, it can cause a little bit of it can create like rough waters, okay? I get the sense that there are a couple of you, like you have a group of people who are dedicated to a certain art project. They're like-minded people, and you only tolerate like-minded people. It's like a soul tribe situation, okay? It's very powerful. Very powerful. You have a group of people, Leo, where some of you guys have a group of people that you want to work with and create this fortress, or I always call it a fortress, or you want to create a foundation. Sorry guys, I hear like somebody's phone, like it makes that noise like it's busy or something like that. Or there's like an alarm. I don't know why that's going off right now, but I feel like that has all these occurrences that are happening for you, Leo. I feel like you guys are busy. You're busier than you ever have been this year, or, you know, when it comes to your creativity or this goal, this artistic goal. I don't know, I'm just getting this really huge energy here, Leo. There's a lot happening, especially when it comes to connecting with other people artistically, okay? There's a lot happening. Some of you guys are making phone calls, okay? Some of you guys are like, you're just deciding, I'm just going to make some phone calls and see what happens and see who opens up to me and opens a door for me, right? You're willing to make those phone calls, or you're looking for that job, or that you want to make that career move, okay? But there could be others of you there where people are making phone calls to you because they love what you create, you know? Some of you guys are freelance artists. Let's pull an oracle message for you guys, and then we're going to get into the tarot, Leo. For the sign of Leo for their creative endeavors. For the sign of Leo for their creative and artistic endeavors. For the sign of Leo for their creative and artistic endeavors. Universe, source, angels for the sign of Leo for their artistic and creative endeavors. What is their advice? One wanted to fall out. Oof. For Leo. All right. 2 cards. So you have the Weaver. Fate, destiny, weird. WYRD. And then we have the Fairy Norn, which says planning, patience, and cooperation. So there are some things that need to get done. Sorry guys, my stomach is making noises. There are some things that need to get done, Leo. There's something in regards to this goal that you have with your career as a creative, or if those of you, if you don't have a career, it's just you're just artistic and maybe it's a hobby. But but I feel like I'm speaking to Leos out there who this is more than just a hobby. Okay, this is about teamwork. This is about, and spiritually too. Now can also be speaking to some of the witches out there, Wiccans, those of you who practice witchcraft. You don't have to be a Wiccan or a witch to do that, but you practice some type of a spiritual craft, okay? And you're trying to get your name. You want to become known, you know, out there. You want to get your name out there, okay? And so you're trying to find different creative ways to improve your craft and, you know, become known. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? So we have the Weaver. So this is I feel like you're fated or destined. Now, just because you're fated or destined to become someone or to achieve something does not mean that that's exactly what's going to happen. Okay, because we have choices. I believe in destiny, but I believe it in a different way. Okay, I don't believe in destiny as like, oh, it's inevitable, it's going to happen. There's times where the universe will say, okay, I'm going to give you this job. And when you get this job, you can have all the money in the world, right? And that sounds good. You know, when you get this job, you're going to be given all these opportunities, right? But it's up to you, Leo, to actually embrace those opportunities. You may be destined to constantly be given opportunity and opportunity after opportunity. But whether you embrace those opportunities and you maintain the gift that the universe has given you and you grow that blessing, that's up to you. To me, destiny still involves work, okay? So fate and destiny, you are fated to be successful, to be secure financially, and to have a network of people, okay? To have a network of people that make you feel safe and secure and who are willing to protect your work, okay, and protect the project that you're working on. But like, you have to take that seriously, Leo. That's up to you, but I feel like you are. I really do. But you're a fire sign, so you need to practice patience here. You need to plan things out. It doesn't matter whether it's for 5 years, 10 years from now, or if it's just for the day. Okay, when you wake up in the morning, plan your day out. If you got things to do, like creative endeavors that you need to accomplish and you need to complete today or tomorrow, write it out in a planner or in a journal. Put it on your phone app or on an app on your phone if you have a journal or a planner on your phone. Put it in your calendar. Write it on a calendar on your wall, right? You're destined for great things, but it still involves work, patience. And if there are things that need to be cleaned out of your life, decluttering your house, or like for instance, for me, I had to get rid of a whole bunch of sketchbooks, old sketchbooks, or a bunch of pencils that I had from college. Like, I was just hoarding all of my art stuff. I had to get rid of that stuff so that I had room for more blessings to come in, right? Because I'm an artist too. So these readings definitely mean a lot to me. So Leo, patience, planning, work, okay? Day in, day out. There are times where you should just take a nap, where you just need to spend the day doing nothing so that you have more energy the next day to work on your projects, right? All right, so let's pull some tarot for you, Leo. All right, so the questions that we're going to be answering in this reading are, what are your gifts in regards to your artistic goals? What struggles are you encountering, okay, or that you constantly run into? What makes you comfortable in your creative process or your creative endeavors? What makes you uncomfortable? What aspects of your past are affecting you, okay? What can you expect in your future on this path? And what is your muse? What inspires you, right, to create? For Leo, for their artistic endeavors, please answer these questions, universals, for Leo, all signs of Leo. For Leo, for their artistic endeavors. Yeah, what I say, bottom of the deck, 7 of Pentacles. There's that patience there, okay? Look at that sun. When the sun rises or sets, you should be manifesting. You should be working on towards what you love, right? Period. You should be, wow, look at that. You got the Queen of Wands at the bottom of that. You know what you're doing, Leo. You are seasoned. You are experienced when it comes to this creative, when it comes to your creative skill. You know what you're doing. Utilize that in your future, right? So we have, what are your gifts? Okay. What are your struggles? Oops. What makes you comfortable? What makes you uncomfortable? Your past, your present. Your past, your future, and your muse. What inspires you, okay? Now we have, for your gifts, you have the High Priestess. That is very special. That's that Pisces energy or Cancer energy. I read it as both Pisces and Cancer. But Leo, what I'm seeing here, some of you guys have water in your chart, okay? You're very intuitive, okay? You're very in tuned with your skill. Your skill, it runs deeper than just, oh, I'm an artist and I'm talented. Like, no, this is a very deep rooted, like you were born to be this, okay? And I feel like there are those of you who are in tune with patience. You are being patient, okay? You're in tune with that, and this is what pushes you further and further and towards a better future, okay? If you're trying to open up your own business, patience is a virtue that you possess. Now, for others of you, you struggle with this, but you're getting better. Others of you, you're very patient in your creative process too. You take your time. You really take your time. Okay? Now we have so that was your gifts. Now your struggles, we have the Six of Pentacles. Okay? Now you struggle with, some of you guys actually struggle with giving equally, okay, within a teamwork environment. Okay, making sure that some of you guys are struggling with giving your fair share within a project, okay? But others of you, you struggle with giving too much, putting in more work than what your group is willing to put in, right? You burn yourself out. Now, others of you, this can just be a struggle with, oh, okay. Now, this can be more personal for some of you guys, where it's not an artistic problem. It's something that affects you artistically, where there are those of you who may stop drawing for a long period of time, okay? Or you'll stop creating or working towards your goal for like months, okay, to a year, because of maybe some personal financial struggles, okay? Or maybe some family struggles where they need money, and you are so focused on your family and making sure they have what they need that you don't really have time to focus on this artistic future, Not that you've forgotten about it. It's just that you have so much going on to where you're having to give, okay, to a relationship or to a connection with somebody else, to where you don't really have the time to create, right? Very interesting. Now we have, so that was your struggles. This is what makes you comfortable. We have the Seven of Cups. Now they usually have this card to talk about confusion, being being delusional, right? Not being realistic, but it's like that is what makes you feel comfortable, Leo, to some degree, where it depends on what's in your chart, especially if you have Pisces or Cancer in your chart, or in your moon, or your rising. What makes you feel comfortable, what helps you create, is being able to just sit before you start drawing, or before you start sculpting, or before you start writing, right? What makes you comfortable before that process is by being able to sit with your head in the clouds for a while, letting go of practicality for a little bit, so that that's your creative process. Is this, and Leo, for those of you who that your creativity is just so powerful and it comes from a deeper place within your soul, that's because your mind can go to so many far places, right? It's because you are open to believing in things that people feel are far-fetched or like delusional. That's what makes your creative process so powerful. That's why some of your art pieces or the thing that you build or create is so powerful, and why people love it so much. Okay? Now, if there are others of you where that's not a thing, and that may need to change, right? Others of you may need to ground yourself, though, a little bit, okay? You may need to ground yourself so that you can remember the practical aspect of you reaching your goal as well. So just kind of balance the imagination with the practicality just a little bit, okay? Now, we have the uncomfortable and we have the Ace of Swords, okay? That's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. So, Leo, there are those of you who may be a little bit more passive in how you communicate, you know, with your team or when it comes to your artistic endeavors or your creativity. You may have a hard time with accepting the truth about, like, there are those of you who, like for myself, for instance, okay, I used to have a hard time, and I still kind of have a hard time with people like looking at my artwork and critiquing it and saying, well, that you may need to change that because that doesn't really make any sense, right? And they're just being blunt and honest with me. They're not being mean. They're just being truthful about what they see. And because I'm so dedicated to my craft, people telling me what's wrong or being very realistic about my creativity, okay, and what I need to work on, that makes me feel a little bit insecure sometimes, right? But that's just something that just needs to be worked through, right? You just have to stop yourself and realize, okay, this person's not being mean to me. And guess what, Leo? Even if they are just being mean and they're just, you know, trying to put you down, guess what? Use that as fuel, for instance. Like, use that as a way to be like, okay, if this person doesn't like it, that's fine, but I'm going to keep creating. I'm going to keep getting better, right? So that way people don't have anything to say. You know, you just keep getting better and you keep, you know, critiquing yourself, you know, but with love and support, you know, for your craft. Okay. For others of you, if you're tarot card readers or you have a YouTube channel, or you don't have to be a tarot card reader to do that, but if you're an empath or a psychic or you practice witchcraft, there are those of you where people will tell you, well, that didn't really resonate with me, or you did that spell wrong, or that's not how I do this, or that's not how I do that. You may be uncomfortable with people telling you straight up like what they think, and Leo, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Like, take it or leave it. You know, you be confident in yourself. Okay. Now, so that was what makes you uncomfortable. Okay. Now, your past, you have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. And it seems what's affecting you from the past is maybe you went to school. Okay. Some of you guys, you're driven by what you learned in school. Okay. And you really do your best to build on that. Okay. Others of you, this is about your childhood. Okay. Some of you, this is about your children, or, you know, you had a baby and you're trying to do better for your baby or for your children. Okay. If you're parents. But what's affecting you from your past is, I think it's just what you've learned, the knowledge that you've gained is what has built you into the person that you are today and has built your creative skill. Okay, that means a lot to you, especially if you went to college for it. Okay, or you went to some kind of academy. Now, this is the Ten of Swords here, representing your future. Okay, in your future, you can expect whatever this cycle is that you're going through, Leo, of feeling insecure, feeling heartbroken, feeling like you're not going anywhere, right? Feeling like you're never going to make that money or become financially secure with your artwork. That's done, right? That's done. That is done. It's over with. Some of you guys have hit rock bottom when it comes to your creative endeavors, when it comes to your artistry. The only way to go is up now. Get up and go. Get up and move. Get up. Just rise up and just do better. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from the past, right? And then your muse, what inspires you to create, you have the 8 of Swords. What inspires you to create is realizing that some of you guys realize that you procrastinate a lot, or you think too much and you get trapped in your mind. And so you really want to push through that. You want to be able to say, hey, I've pushed through that. I'm not that insecure person anymore. You are determined to become unstuck. You're determined to push through that artist block because you realize the opportunity. Others of you, your inspiration comes from realizing that you are okay, you're safe. Your work is protected, and it's you're surrounded by safe people. You're surrounded by love. You're not surrounded by anybody who's trying to harm you. And you realize that, Leo. You realize that people aren't trying to hurt you. People actually like you. And that but also recognize, Leo, with this circle and this square, that represents protection. Now I realize that. That's protection. 4 walls and a circle. Nobody can get in. Nobody can get in. You are protected, Leo. So there's no need for you to continue to try to overprotect yourself. You don't need to do that. You are already protected. Keep doing what you're doing. You are destined for great things here. Be patient. Continue to plan for your future. You're gonna be all right. Push through that artist block. Stop giving so much to people. And even if you have to give money to a family member or to your children and you're stressed out, let that be fuel. Let that be fuel for your artistic and your creative journey, right? So that's your message, Leo. Let me know if you guys want to hear more readings like this. If you guys have any more ideas as far as the types of readings you want me to give you instead of just monthly readings and, the same old, same old. If you like your monthly readings, let me know. I'll still do that. But if you want creative or certain readings that really are, different and that will really help you move forward on a certain journey in your life, please let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Leo.